Alright, so I'm back, and I've kind of just been going through a lot in my mind, so I figured why not sit down and kind of do, so to say, a story time about my brain surgery. So, um, I'll kind of start from where I was started. I was losing my mind for a significant amount of time in Texas. And then I decided to move to North Carolina and got in a little bit of legal trouble. Medical doctors are not the best. I feel like they say a lot of things at the end of the day where they don't maybe they don't know exactly what they're talking about. Wouldn't stop kind of, there's something else going on. It's not what y'all are saying. There's something else going on. 5 months later, 5 months later, they did an MRI, and my PCP was like, you have a big brain tumor in your head. This is not a joke. He literally was like, this is significant. This is bad. It's in your frontal lobe. And now you're caught up to kind of where I was caught up. So all of this kind of hit at once. I'm in legal trouble. I get told I have a brain tumor. Years of me trying to figure out what's going on. And then getting this. My plebeian brain decides to shift and be like, oh, I have to get surgery and I have to do these things, blah, blah, blah. Technically not. I didn't have to get surgery. It was wise that I did get the surgery and take it out. But because it was misdiagnosed for so long, 7 years before that, Texas just missed it. The care team was very at a heightened state with it, so they wanted it out and removed. And they let me know, it's not a good idea to have it in there, and some of it might be operable because it's in the frontal lobe. So I opted for it, said yes. There is a secondary tumor that is also in the frontal lobe, but it's like a separate tumor, so I also had to give consent to that surgery, and it's considered a secondary surgery, like 2 surgeries. I did one a sleep surgery and one awake surgery. I still don't know what these things mean to this day. I don't think I'm ever gonna find out, really. Elected for the surgery. The surgery just went sideways. As sideways as a brain surgery could go. I don't even know if they go well. Mine went awful. In the sense that they could not complete the surgery. They resected the first tumor entirely, which was good for me. The big whopper chunker, 5 by whatever, 4 by whatever is out. Fruit reference sizes, an orange. The orange was removed out of my head, but the secondary surgery with the secondary tumor is the size of a walnut. That one never came out. That one was an incomplete surgery. I wouldn't stop, I guess, having seizures or cardiac arresting or whatever was happening, so they just had to go ahead and close up and get out. They took the first tumor the big orange, it got removed. That went good. The second surgery, awful. Went sideways. Didn't go well. That was performed on August 21st. It was like a 4 or 5 hour surgery. 4-hour surgery, I think. Not long. They can't do surgery for long. I have no physical recollection or memory of anything until August 23rd. Apparently I woke up. Apparently I was combative. I woke up restrained August 23rd. My surgery, mind you, once again, August 21st. 22nd, 21st, I don't know what happened. August 21st, 6:30 a.m. Surgery ends August 21st, 10:30 a.m. I get moved out of anesthesia or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I'm combative around 10 p.m. August 21st, something like that. Or I don't really know. It's all kind of like jumbly in the notes. I've tried going into OP notes. I've tried going into nurses' notes. I was very ill-behaved. Mind you, it's years of having this. A brain tumor in the head is not good. It can cause behavioral issues. So, 23rd, I woke up, I don't know, they said I was awake on the 22nd, I don't remember it. 23rd I woke up, I'm pissed, I'm restrained. They're not telling me why. Eventually they kind of told me why. They're like, you're combative, you were threatening all kinds of things. Again, I have no memory of it. Like, I'm sorry, y'all the one that gave me brain surgery and then I went sideways, I cardiac arrested. It couldn't have gone well for me. I'm a fairly agitated person as it is anyway. But I try to remain peaceful, but I have sensory issues. I have tactile defensive disorder. I don't think, it's like I have sensory processing type 1, sensory processing type 2, just right OCD, all kinds of weird oddities. But I tried to do my best with them. I have no recollection of my behavior. 23rd comes around, I was pissed, I was restrained, I let them know that. The 24th, I was still stuck in there, and then they let me go on the 25th, because, I don't know, they have to keep you after brain surgery for a little while to make sure you're okay, and I was like, I want out of here, and eventually they let me go. And guys, restraints is a big deal. It takes a lot for a hospital to restrain someone. They try to never use restraints. I went from soft restraints to, I believe, like, hard restraints because combativeness and the way I was acting. Disclaimer, I'm not mad at anyone here, I'm just telling my story. But it was intense. I didn't like the experience. I've had surgeries after that. I think part of my issue also is that I don't react well to opioids, fentanyl, ketamine, any of those mixes they do in anesthesia. I do not react well to. Frankly, when I get surgeries now, they Narcan me after the surgery, and we have a lot better of a day. I'm fine with whatever else they give me. It's just the opioids really cause severe agitation, and I don't know if that's maybe part of what they were dealing with during that hospital, like my brain surgery hospitalization. That may be, well, I mean, I look back at my records and it says they kept trying to give, IV ketamine for pain management or whatever they do, I don't think that was good for me. I don't think that was good. I think it was just making me more angry. But long story short, they kind of figured that out after some time with me about the opioids, agitation, stuff like that. But yeah, brain surgery was insane. I must say the hospital staff was very kind. They tried their best with me. But it was just one hell of an experience that I would never want to do again. It's like traumatic. I can talk about one of the cool aspects of it before I got put like actually into the surgery. They wheel you into this one room, and then they finally wheel you into the surgery room. And then, I can't remember if they had put the thing over my face on that one, or if they injected, like, through the IV. But I did tell them, like, let me know when you're going to start doing it. And he was like, okay. I was like, are you going to, like, count down or do anything? And he was like, we don't really do that anymore. And I was like, well, can you tell me something when you start doing it? He's like, yeah, I'll let you know. And he's like, okay. I started doing it. And, I don't know, they were just talking in the operating room, and normal talking, and then and that was kind of the last thing I heard. And I do remember saying, oh my god, y'all sound like robots. And my voice was still normal, which is the weird part, because I wonder if they could actually hear what I said. But I mean, I don't know, they responded. They were like, never heard that before. I don't know. It was weird. It was kind of a cool part, but it's also kind of a weird part because I don't know if, like, I mean, I remember it happening, and I don't know. There's a lot about it that's just weird. But yeah, their voices started getting really garbly, and I remember saying, y'all, oh my god, y'all sound like robots. And the last thing I could hear was some lady saying, never heard that before. And that was it. I was out. And then I woke up on August 23rd, and they were like, if you can't move your arms, it means the surgery went wrong and you're paralyzed. And I tried, like, moving my arm, and because I was restrained, I couldn't move it. So I'm over here, like, I thought it was paralyzed. That was my first thought. I was like, oh my god, I'm paralyzed. But then I couldn't move my left arm either. And I was like, okay, I don't remember them saying both arms. And then I was like, wait, I'm not paralyzed. I'm, like, locked up. And that was it. I was so, but, yeah, my brain surgery was very traumatic for me. I don't think I would ever want to go through it again. I don't really like messing with the conscious mind, the unconscious mind, super ego and id, the Freud sleeping state, and all of that nice stuff should stay right there. Like in your body and in your mind and with your God and your spirituality, whatever that may be. Because the scientific's approach behind anesthesia, in my opinion, is like Nosferatu. It's like some vampire stuff where I'm like, do y'all just, just in between, in the fields of the mosses of the in between, they send you, and I'm like, oh my god, y'all don't even. It's functionally, it's scary. I don't ever want to do it again. That is my story time, and lots of love to everybody. Have a great one.